Welcome back. We're joined now by the president of Developing World Connections, Wayne McRann, sitting next to me, and Rick Kurzac, the owner of Home Hardware, but of course you are also a board member at WDC and a presenting sponsor. So great to have you guys here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, 10 years now Developing World Connections has been in operation. And in that time, Wayne, you have just mentioned to me that you've been on between 200 and 250 trips.
Well, actually, I haven't been. Developing World Connections has had 200.
But you've been on 20 to...
I've probably been on 30, I think, something like that. Yeah.
Really? And so what I didn't know, and I'm just learning now, is that you actually founded Developing World Connections a decade ago.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I was the one who came up with the idea. And then, of course, we had a wonderful board of people who came on and helped found the organization. And
you are now deciding to retire.
Yeah, it's my time. I'm retired as of the end of this month. And I will continue to work with Developing World Connections on corporate partnerships, and it would be hard for me to leave, of course. It's been so much a part of my life for the last 10 years, and it's been such a wonderful ride that I just don't see myself leaving.
Yeah, good for you. So you've been on so many trips, between 20 and 25, as you said. Some of the countries that you've been to, maybe you can list.
Oh boy. Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania, Swaziland, Gambia, Liberia, India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Cambodia, Thailand.
There you go. You did 10 almost there. That's pretty good. Well done. Good for you. Fantastic. Yeah. We're talking to you guys today, though, because you're having an information session tomorrow night. And at that time, you're going to be naming who is taking over.
Yeah. We'll talk a bit about my retiring, of course, and I get a chance to say goodbye to the people who I've worked with so closely over the last 10 years. And then we get to introduce our new executive director.
Fantastic. As a presenting sponsor, Rick, you've been on board for quite a while as well. You've seen this grow, this operation, and you've been on many trips as well, including Rwanda most recently.
Yes.
Can you speak about how wonderful it is to see something like Developing World Connections grow the way it has?
Well, it's just such a unique organization, and to have it based right here in Kamloops and to be able to experience traveling to all these unique and special destinations and working with the people is just such a gratifying feeling. Everyone that has ever traveled with myself, and I've probably been on 10 to 15 trips to quite a few of the countries that Developing World Connection services, everyone that's ever traveled with me as the team leader has come back time year after year after year, and it's gotten to the point where it's difficult to take everyone that wants to go on these trips. And last year's trip, just at the end of 2013 to Rwanda, was an amazing trip for everyone. Rwanda is such a unique and special country, and they're recovering from such terrible things that happened in their past, and to go there and experience the people firsthand and to live in their community and work side by side to them is just such an uplifting feeling. And then, you know, we always have some fun on these trips too, and we this last trip we managed to take the weekend and go and hang out with the silverback gorillas up in the mountains, and that's just something you don't get to do every day, or when you're off to Mexico on an all-inclusive resort for 2 weeks. So it's just a wonderful experience, and I encourage anyone that has the opportunity to do one of these trips. It's right in your backyard here in Kamloops, and take the time and do it, because it'll change your life.
I was just going to say life changer is the word everyone uses when they come back from these trips, but for people such as yourself that have been on dozens of these trips, I can't imagine. I mean, that's amazing that you're making such a difference on so many different levels in so many different countries.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah. You guys have a golf tournament coming up. It's an annual golf tournament. This year it's September 18th. We thought we'd throw some visuals out there of what looks like it was a promising day, the last tournament.
Every day has been fantastic, actually.
Is that right?
Every day.
Weather always turns out for you guys. Looks like, I mean, obviously you're raising thousands of dollars for a great cause, but people are coming out and having a great time.
You know, I think it's become one of the most fun tournaments in Kamloops, and probably one of the most well-attended tournaments. We have great sponsorships. We have a number of great supporters, of course, in Kamloops, probably in the hundreds, who either golf with us or volunteer with us on that day.
Fantastic. Tomorrow night at the Frickin' Frack at 5 o'clock, you're having an alumni and information session. Can one of you tell us a little bit about what's involved there?
Yeah, we do a couple of alumni nights, information nights a year, and the idea is just to bring together people who've traveled with us in the past and people who might be interested in going on a DWC trip. Bring them together, just have a social evening, talk about some of our upcoming trips, and and give people the opportunity to ask their questions on a more personal basis rather than over the telephone.
Where is the next trip?
You know, there are trips going pretty well every month. I know I talked with somebody this morning who is planning a trip to Kenya in October. We have a group going to Rwanda next month. We have July, August, and September groups going to Nepal.
It's busy.
It's really busy. There are trips going all the time.
Fantastic. We're out of time already. I just wanted to say thank you to the both of you for coming on, and I'm sure tomorrow night will go really well. And I want to say congratulations to you for 10 years of such dedication to such a fantastic cause, Wayne.
Well, thanks very much, Susan. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And Rick, always good to see you.
Thank you, Susan. Nice to see you too.
You're very welcome. Yes, if you would like to check out this information session, is tomorrow night at the Frickin' Frack at 5 o'clock. We are back in 90 seconds. Stay with us.